A Utah college student reported a suspicious man on the Lucy Center roof to the FBI after spotting him twice in 2 weeks before Charlie Kirk assassination.
If the FBI was involved, that kid will not be alive in the next 2 weeks. The way this shit works, bro, is they take these extremists, they start talking to them through group chats and discords and anonymous accounts.
Yep.
They make them feel like they're fitting into this new family of extremism. And then they say, well, if you don't go do something, you know, somebody's got to do something. It's your turn. Yep. We all did shit, you know, and they try to put pressure on these young, mentally ill, socially inept kids. And then, you know, the kids go do it. And then, by the way, they either kill themselves at the end of it or, you know, something happens to where they can't talk.
I'm going to start the timer. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it.
What?
I already started the clock. We're good.
Oh, we started the show?
Just do it. Because I got some on there. Because, like, to her point about the immigrant shit, bro. Did you see that shit that just happened in Dallas, bro?
No.
Holy
What happened?
Did you guys see the shit that happened in Dallas? Literally yesterday. An illegal immigrant who was supposed to be deported back in January, who the Biden administration, controlling ICE at that point, did not deport him. He's supposed to go to Cuba. Just beheaded a hotel manager in Dallas in front of the dude's wife in broad daylight.
Where?
In Dallas, Texas, bro.
Like in the street or what?
At the hotel. They got into a argument, a disagreement over
What'd he cut him with?
A machete, bro.
Where'd he pull that from?
Bro, dude, he hacked the dude on, like, it's on camera, bro, and then kicked his head in the parking lot.
There's a video?
Yes.
Send me the video.
Yes.
I want to see it.
Bro, it is. Have you guys seen this shit? And nobody's covering it. Nobody's covering it.
Yeah, well, we're in a third world country right now.
It's sickening, bro. It happened on the yesterday. Was that the
You gonna send me the video?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. What's your phone number? Yeah, dude, it was sick.
He's hacking him with a machete?
Yeah, bro. You got to fast forward a little bit, and you'll see him kick it in the parking lot, bro.
Somebody shot at him. That's his head in the parking lot?
Yes, bro. He rolls it in the fucking park, like kicks it like a football, bro.
That's his wife?
Mm-hmm. So the guy on the ground is a hotel manager. His wife is there in like the khaki pants.
Holy shit, man. Yep. That's up.
Yeah. I mean, like, dude, it is absolutely insane, man. It's insane.
All right, so we starting the show?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to do the intro or what?
I mean, if you want to. Yeah, it's insane.
Quentin, you don't even like the death penalty, bro. You said they can publicly behead us, but not us them. You tell me you don't like the death penalty.
You don't like the death penalty?
He's an anti-death penalty person.
Oh no, bro. No.
He makes good arguments for it because but like I argue that with today's technology, it's much easier to identify someone very quick.
Yeah. He said he's cool with it with us, not the government doing it.
That's true.
I can accept that.
I think it's cool when it's us and nobody else.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. All right.
That's right, man. But yeah,
what are we doing here?
We got a lot to talk about today, man. Got some updates for you. Guys, remember again, we're doing the live chat. If you guys would like to hop in, get the opportunity to be in our special crowd of non-peasants, check the link in the description below, and you guys can sign up for it there. Chat's rolling. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And remember, as always, if you guys want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them all linked there for you.
And go to 7-Eleven and get yourself a Form Energy.
Yeah. Which color?
Well, all the purple ones are gone.
Apparently, especially in Chicago. Oh, wait, no, too soon?
That's the report.
Yep.
That's the report.
That's what they're saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, guys, that's a great way to help support the show, man.
That's really the best way.
Yeah.
And then, get some protein powder and stop being a weak little pussy.
Yeah. Put some of that meat in your mouth.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Let's some meat in the market.
That's right.
So I've been told. All right, so what's up?
Yeah, man. And another way you guys obviously support, don't be a hoe. Make sure you guys are sharing the show, please. Yeah. All right, well, let's get into it, man. Don't really have an intro. We got to talk about it. We got some updates to go on. So we're rolling right into headline number 1 for you guys. Let's get into it. So Charlie Kirk situation. They have a suspect in custody, the alleged shooter, by the name of Tyler Robinson. So this headline reads, Tyler Robinson full of hate before Charlie Kirk shooting, says family friend, while hey fascist catch found written on bullet. So this is a New York Post article that comes out. Like, so we'll do some updates. But then I do have some questions that I feel like we need to talk about, and we'll have that here shortly. But let's dive into this a little bit. So Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, was full of hate in the days before the shooting, according to a family friend, as authorities revealed that the 22-year-old had confessed to the assassination and had been turned in by a relative. Bullets found in the chamber of the rifle reportedly used by Robinson included apparent left-wing slogans such as "Hey fascist, catch," and another referencing "Oh Bella Ciao," a popular Italian anti-fascist song. So this is a picture of Mr. Robinson here. This is the guy that allegedly shot and killed and assassinated Charlie Kirk. The governor of Utah, they've been doing these press briefings and updating the people, I would say semi-regularly, if you will. But yeah, he talked about the specifically, the apprehension, how he was turned in. I have a little clip here. Let's check this out.
Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate.
And so, that came out, but I want to address this quickly. I know we covered it yesterday on yesterday's quick release, but, the whole narrative going on right now online, Twitter's full of it, but it's these leftists, these communists, let me specify, these communists who are all like on this bandwagon of, it's white supremacist hate and all the violence that's coming from us. And,
yeah, that shit people ain't hearing that no more.
No.
Dude, listen, they can call us names, they can say what it is, they can say this, that, the other. No one gives a fuck anymore. They just don't. No,
well, especially, and they're saying like all of this rhetoric is being caused by us when like the receipts say otherwise.
The receipts completely say otherwise.
These are some tweets from Joe Biden over the course of the last few years. Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans are a threat to the very soul of this country. Donald Trump is the greatest threat to our democracy. Donald Trump is a genuine threat to this nation. He's a threat to our freedom. He's a threat to our democracy. He's literally a threat to everything America stands for. And then we all know that Donald Trump was, they had an attempted assassination on him twice. And it was because of bullshit remarks like this. Now, it wasn't just Joe Biden. We can't blame all of this on him. So I have a video compilation of all of the rhetoric that's been coming from these communists.
Wonderful.
Let's check it out.
Let's do.
I want you to stay angry.
That maybe Donald Trump will go away. Maybe he'll go to jail. Maybe he will die.
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump. And that's a fact.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
I will go and take Trump out.
He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
Although I will say this, the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying.
Violence doesn't come from Democrats, just to be clear. It is MAGA. It's specifically MAGA faction. Like,
biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right.
Correct. Today.
Now. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
You're right about that, bitch.
Yeah, it was foreshadowing.
Yeah.
What they were doing.
Because pretty much everybody who was in the middle has now been radicalized. And it's hilarious to me watching these people operate as if they are still operating from 4 or 5 years ago, and then being surprised that things happen to them.
Yeah.
They created this world. Normally, I would say, and I do, I don't like cancel culture. It's a bullshit thing. But they created the environment, and now the environment that they created is being used against them, and very harshly.
Yeah.
And they're being identified. They're being
fired.
Like
I saw this. You see that video?
These people aren't going to be able to get new jobs.
No.
Because the jobs, dude.
Well, let's be real. The only reason they even employed at this point was probably stemming off of the old DEI bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these are unemployable people.
That's right. Or they were leveraged or threatened with people's social media. I'll put you on blast to tell everybody you're this and that and this. Shit don't work anymore.
No, bro. Like, there was a video of some trans dude. He's in a skirt screaming and crying because he made some comments online about Charlie Kirk's death, celebrating it.
Yeah.
He gets fired and then records a video losing his shit.
Yeah.
I just got fired. I can't, what the?
Yeah, how many people, those people get fired the last decade?
Exactly. How many people have they doxxed? How many people have, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, now they're getting a taste of their own medicine, which, again, like, I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying that this is great. I'm saying that it's happening.
Listen, brother.
And I'm saying that, like,
that is the they should be counting their blessings. That's all that's happening to them currently.
Is they're losing a job.
Yeah, because these people are misunderstanding the social environment. They still believe that they have all this power that was based upon paid protests and bots and this fake momentum that's been created by the world's most powerful and wealthy elite people to curtail a social narrative. In case it's missed anybody, ever since social media came around, these people have been manipulating the social media with the use of bots, fake accounts, fake narratives. That was exposed when Elon bought Twitter, and we covered it in depth.
And people like Eric Schmidt with the Twitter files.
Correct.
Yeah.
So they've used all these fake bots, fake traffic, fake stories, propaganda to create a social narrative that didn't make sense to anybody else. And it made people feel like we're the only one. What is going on with the world? I'm the only one that sees it right. But now everybody has figured out that everybody else feels the same way. All right. So these progressive, communist, whatever they want to call themselves, are not operating under the cover anymore of political correctness. And they don't have the safety blanket of, you know, what's accepted on the internet and what's not. If one of these people, like for this guy, this trans guy, if he would have got fired 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it would have been national news. Fires a trans guy for what he says. That's not been happening, dude. It's not been happening. And so now it's happening and these people are freaking out. And what that means for people is that these people are being backed into a corner even more than what they are. And it means that you are going to have to be on your toes around anybody like this. Anybody who is the social outcast, communist people, you need to be very careful, bro, because they understand.
They understand where they are.
They're starting to, and they're understanding that they're losing social momentum. And when people lose social momentum and start to feel alone, and they don't have anything to lose, they become very dangerous. And you guys can laugh and say, "Oh, well, you know, it's just some trans weirdo." Well, I don't know. They've shot up a whole bunch of schools. This dude kills Charlie Kirk. He's putting, you know, all those same kind of statements on the weapons. I mean, bro, you just got to be aware.
I think the biggest thing that people need to remember, and like, you know, this is how I look at it, like, because, you know, they're going to continue the rhetoric, they're going to continue the divisiveness, the media, you know, these politicians, they're going to continue, the radical right. I have not moved I have my values, my position, my morals are things that I believe and hold close to me. I have not moved from where I am. The difference is that these ran so far to the left, it appears that I'm radical. It appears that I'm far right. I have not moved. I haven't moved. My values are still the same. And I think a lot of people will agree with that. Like, I'm not radical for thinking that, it's not normal to cut your penis off. There's nothing radical about that thought. It's radical to do that shit. I haven't moved. We have not moved. We are still in the same spot. They have ran clear across the board.
Correct.
And that's where we are. That's where we are.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's wild.
Hey, man, don't allow these people to gaslight you. That's what we talked about yesterday.
Super important.
Look, it's time to step up. There's nothing wrong with you for having the beliefs that you have about family and work ethic and personal excellence and what's right and wrong. And you know that. You know what's right and wrong in your heart. And you've been gaslit to believe that you are the only person that believes these things when that's just simply untrue. And society's figuring that out at scale, which is what's happening right now, which is creating a lot of the destabilization, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's going to be a rough time until the government or whoever or men or whatever stand the fuck up and handle these people the right way.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be a learning curve for them to figure out where they fit in society after being able to cry and throw fits and throw tantrums and scream and cancel and all this shit doesn't work anymore. So there's going to be people that go crazy. There's going to be people that kill themselves. There's going to be people that don't know where they fit in society, and they're going to have to learn the pecking order all over again because they've been artificially elevated to the top of the natural order because of technology, when natural order does not recognize people like this. They are weak, they are dumb, they are broke, they have no leverage, they have no power, they are unhealthy, and these people don't naturally fit at the top, which at the end of the day, everybody understands. We've all understood this for a long time. And what they don't understand is that they have been allowed to exist the way that they're existing. They have been allowed to have the voice that they've had. And when they were given that voice by all of us and said, hey, you have a place in society, what'd they do with it? They weaponized it against everybody and everything that we all hold valuable in our lives. And so they had a chance, they fucked it up, and now they're going to have a hard time getting back to figuring out where they fit in the pecking order. And it's not going to be comfortable. There's going to be a learning curve, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like if you have a kid who you let run wild for their whole lives, and then they get to be 20 years old, and you say, hey, by the way, go sit in the back, bitch, because you don't have any value here. They don't like that.
No.
And it's going to be a rude awakening.
Yeah.
The natural order does not respect or honor or value lack of skills, lack of thought, lack of intelligence, lack of productivity. It doesn't. And these people don't bring any of that to the table, and they're not going to be able to handle it.
No.
So it creates a very dangerous situation. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, these people are all full of shit.
All of them.
Yeah, they're all full of shit. They created the violence in these people. They intended to create exactly what they're creating. And now they're acting like they didn't because it actually happened and they don't want to be held accountable for it. In my opinion, every single one of these people in the media who said the things that they said should be in jail.
100%.
Okay? So... yeah, and it's not like they don't have the technology to see who's watching what and who.
Even from behind those bullshit ass anonymous pages.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Right.
matter. Yeah. No, I mean, it's crazy. Like, they're going to continue that. That's fine. I think it's important for us to call the shit out when we can. Again, use your voice, right? Like,
that's the only thing that matters right now.
I've been in and again, I mean, you guys know I'm a grade A troll. I clap myself for that. I think I do pretty good on the internet. But I mean, just simple shit, man. It's just like confronting truth wherever it meets you, you have to confront it head on, unapologetically. And that's the easiest, best way you guys can start, being vocal right now. Now, on the Charlie Kirk situation, because like again, things develop, things come out. I have some questions, bro, and there's some things that are not making sense right now that I would love to get your thoughts on. Chat, love to get you guys' thoughts on this. There are some things that are coming out, dude, that I'm just looking at this and it's not making sense. Okay, now I don't want to get too conspiratorial. Okay, obviously I'm not. Charlie Kirk died. He was killed. He was murdered. It was real. Not diminishing any of that. But there are some questions and there are some things that are just not making sense that I would like to talk about. One of the things that just came out, and we've seen this time and time again, and I don't understand it. Okay, but now this report comes out that a Utah college student reported a suspicious man on the Lucy Center roof to the FBI after spotting him twice in 2 weeks before Charlie Kirk assassination. Says the suspect matches the person of interest and was confronted by a professor. So there's a report now, and it's been verified that allegedly a man matching the description of Tyler Robinson went up to the roof not once but twice before the actual assassination itself, and that was tipped off to the FBI, and nothing was done about it. How many times have we seen
a bunch
in these cases, whether it be attempts or mass shootings, where somehow down the road we find out that our federal government, our federal law enforcement agency knew about it or was at least told about it leading up to it, and nothing happened.
Yeah. Well,
here we are again.
Yeah. Yeah. And if the FBI was involved, that kid will not be alive in the next 2 weeks.
Well, it's funny. The reports came out that, right before he turned himself in or had his family turn himself in, that he actually tried to. He tried to unalive himself.
Of course they're going to, whether that's true or not, they're going to start painting that narrative, because if he was, the way this shit works, bro, is they take these extremists, they start talking to them through group chats and Discords and anonymous accounts.
Yep.
They make them feel like they're fitting into this new family of extremism. And then they say, well, if you don't go do something, somebody's got to do something. It's your turn. Yep. We all did shit, and they try to put pressure on these young, mentally ill, socially inept kids. And then, the kids go do it. And then, by the way, they either kill themselves at the end of it or, something happens to where they can't talk. Where are all these supposed people that the FBI had thumbs on before they committed these crimes, which for the last 5-6 years has been almost all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't it interesting that one way or another, they all end up dead and they can't talk? This kid, if he was really encouraged that way, the next thing that's going to happen is, you committed suicide or this or that. And that's how they bury the stories, bro.
Dude, it doesn't make sense.
And they tell these kids, these mentally ill kids, hey, do this. We're connected. You're doing a service for the country. You're saving the country. You're a patriot, and they fill them with all this shit. And then after they go do it, they're like, oh, I'm getting but we're going to handle it. We're going to handle it. We're going to handle it. And then they end up in their jail cell at 2:00 in the morning and kill them.
Listen, and for those of you guys who might be
keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
We're going to handle it. We're connected.
Bro.
And then they kill the guy.
For those of you guys who are listening to this right now, I'm like, come on, Andy and DJ, there's no way that's real. We covered this on the CTI a few years ago now, actually, where there was a whole article about it, that the FBI was doing the same exact thing with the Muslim community.
Yeah.
And not only were they just reaching out to them and getting them to do this shit, they were providing them with all the resources to do it.
Yep.
Like gave the guy all the shit to make a car bomb.
Yep.
Right? In the name of counterterrorism and to stop It's not stopping counterterrorism if you're perpetuating it to happen.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. Well, I mean, bro, they got to justify their existence.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
What do we need the Patriot Act for? What do we need
if we don't actually
the
have
CIA and the
terrorists,
FBI for? You know, it's funny because if you leave people alone and don't agitate them, they usually don't commit these kind of crimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The America I grew up in, you know, you had Democrats and Republicans and the weirdos who thought other shit, and it was discourse.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody won the argument, and usually the person who won the argument was the one that got called the names. And you know, now we're dealing with this group of people that have been lied to their whole lives. Their understanding of objective reality is completely wrong. And then if you don't agree with it, they get violent.
Mm-hmm.
But how can you agree with something that they've been taught, that they believe, which is completely fundamentally wrong?
Mm-hmm.
You can't deal with these people. Like, you can't convince someone that they are wrong if they've been taught their whole life a certain thing is a certain thing.
Yep.
Right? If someone believes that, you know, like we've been talking about for years on this show, dude, if someone believes that a man could be a woman and a woman could be a man and a man could give birth and you could change however you feel at any time and all these things, and you know them not to be true and they know it to be true, you can't reason with someone like that.
No.
Because they have been taught it's the truth, it's the facts, it's reality, when objective reality is completely different. Mm-hmm. So you cannot reason with people. These people in a courtroom setting would be considered criminally insane under standard rules. It would be like me saying, no, gravity's not real. It's not a real thing. Mm-hmm. It's not a real thing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
I'm over here like this. Like,
yeah. And then they say, well, that's your truth.
Yeah.
That's what you believe. I'm a bird.
Yeah, right.
You know, like, dude, you can't argue with people that believe that. They're not going to believe it. And then when they start to realize that they've been lied to and that their worldview is bullshit, they turn into violent. And that's how you destabilize a civilization. And this is going to come down to, like I said yesterday, it's going to come down to people not tolerating things that should not be tolerated. All right? Not everything is supposed to be tolerated. I know we've been told that for the last 20 years, but that's not the truth. Mm-hmm. The things that you know that are the right and wrong, you don't tolerate the wrong. That doesn't make you virtuous. The truth of the matter is most of y'all ain't tolerant anyway. You're just cowardly. You don't want to stand up and tell them that they're wrong.
Yeah, because it doesn't make you feel better. You know it doesn't make you feel better.
No, dude, listen, most people's confidence is really up right now because they've been forced to accept a reality in society that they know isn't true, and they go along with it. And then they wonder why you feel bad about yourself. You feel bad about yourself, dude, because you're being manipulated and gaslit and you're going along with it and you're aware of it, just like a fucking victim of abuse would be.
Yeah. It's no different than telling yourself you're healthy when you're 500 pounds.
Yeah, dude. It's
like you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like the truth is always going to be the truth.
That's
bro.
right.
The truth is always going to be the truth. And it doesn't matter how it makes you feel. Doesn't matter. Like, you can't change it from being the truth.
No. And they've weaponized all of these.
Well, you'll feel better if you just tell them. I mean, it'll make you feel better. I mean, what does it hurt you?
No. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
it is.
how they get you.
What difference does it make to you?
Yeah, right. So what, he wants to wear a dress? What
difference does it make to you?
Just call him a she to make him feel better.
What business is it of yours?
Yeah, right.
Well, it's my business now, mother.
Right. It's no, I'm over it, bro. Now, so you have that. FBI knew potentially up to 2 weeks in advance is when that tip was sent out. So you have that. But now I have other questions, okay? One, I would like to know why the FBI didn't do anything about that tip. I think the transparency, the trust in the FBI has been diminished for many of reasons. I would like to have some answers on that. I need to know why that Utah field office out there, the Salt Lake City field office, why they received this tip and did absolutely nothing about this. Or if they did, prove it. But I have a hard time believing they did anything because Charlie Kirk was still murdered. So that's one piece that I just have a question. Now, here's my next piece, okay? I have this clip They released a video showing the assassin hopping down off the roof. Have you seen that clip yet?
Yes.
Okay. And for those of you guys who haven't, I have the video. Let's check this clip out real quick. So this is the video that they released.
Climb off the edge and then drop down to the ground. As he did that, he left some palm impressions. There's some smudges, some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint where we believe the suspect is clearly identified as wearing Converse tennis shoes. Again, we'll replay that again so you can get another view of that.
Okay, so he hops off. That's about at least 20 feet right
it's important
there.
to note his black T-shirt, his black pants, and there appears to be some white on the soles of those Converse tennis shoes. Those are all identifiable items that we're looking for. In the stills that are going to...
Okay, cool. Here's my question. They claimed that the firearm, the rifle that was used in the assassination attempt, was found discarded in the woods well behind UVU. Now, I've watched this video a few times from a few different angles.
Yeah, doesn't he just throw it up there on the roof?
Well, this is him escaping.
Yeah, I know.
So how did where did the firearm go? How did it get from, he's not carrying it. Okay, so, because part of the theory is online, well, he had it, field stripped and in his book bag. So he field stripped it after the assassination. He had enough time to
put it back together and threw it in the woods?
And put it in his backpack, jumped off the roof, got to the woods, assembled it, threw it in the woods.
No.
I'm not buying that.
No.
I'm not buying it.
Not only that, the picture they showed of the rifle looked like it was still in the rifle box.
Well,
look, that's a rifle box.
It's an evidence box.
Oh, okay.
I've confirmed that.
Right.
That is the evidence box. That's fine. But I do have another issue with that. We have his mugshot. Why doesn't that guy have a black eye? Look how far back that scope is. It's way far. He would have a black eye just from the recoil.
Maybe.
I mean, that's pretty far back. Well, that's, again,
maybe
shooting angle. If they say he was laying down prone, right? Zero support. I mean, there's a lot here.
I mean, like I said yesterday, dude, it doesn't take a marksman to shoot a 30-06, 200 yards.
For sure.
Like, if you can't hit the target the size of a human head at 200 yards with a 30-06 with glass on it, like, real talk, you're inept.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your motor skills are completely, like, a regular grandma could do that if you just set it up for her.
Yeah. So, I have an issue with that. Like, how is he jumping off the roof? I mean, I see the book bag, but again, so you're telling me he field stripped this rifle and broke it down? I mean, that's a solid, okay, you take maybe it fits.
It's possible. I mean, look, you went to his Instagram page and his mom's Instagram page. They were around guns, bro.
Very familiar with guns.
Yeah.
But then why reassemble it?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fishy to me, bro.
Dude, look.
It doesn't make sense.
Do you listen, do any of us think that this is the real story?
Chat?
Right. It's not the real story. It's part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's a patsy, bro. Like, even if he's the motherfucker that pulled the trigger, for real,
mm-hmm.
he was still given that plan, and this guy didn't act alone.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Okay? And like people saying, oh, well, it had to be a hit from Israel. You don't know that.
You don't know that.
Like, this is where we get in these, like, not everything, like, we have to, look, a lot of things are conspiracy.
For sure.
All right?
For sure.
A lot of things are planned out amongst others, and that's a conspiracy, right? There's a plan to do something that's not normal. There's a lot of that. But there's also a lot of just shit is what the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to know more information to know exactly what's going on. And because the internet wants to jump out and be right, they want to be the first person who gets it right.
Yep.
And then they want to say, dude, I told you before anyway. And dude, you know what? I do that too, but I don't make those judgments until I have enough information where I feel confident making them.
Yep.
And that's why I don't miss that often.
I think more importantly too, just because you want it to be right doesn't mean that's right.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, I'll show you something. I mean, here's an example. Again, Twitter's hot right now, but a lot of people have been talking about Netanyahu on the situation and how, again, on the surface, it does appear to be very suspicious. I will say that. It's weird, right? Like, Trump truthed out when the shot first came out, shortly after. We saw this truth that was going around the internet. Trump says, we must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot, a great guy from the top.
That was
to
40
bottom.
minutes after the shooting.
40 minutes after.
Yeah.
At 2:02 p.m., right? Well, the exact same time, Netanyahu tweets out.
Yeah.
Praying for
what's funny?
Charlie Kirk.
You know what's funny, dude? I went into Chat GPT and I asked Chat GPT, I said, hey, can you give me the timeline of when the world leaders tweeted about Charlie Kirk?
They were first.
Huh?
They were first.
No, he wouldn't say Netanyahu. It wouldn't say Netanyahu.
Really?
It said Netanyahu would only give it, it said 8 hours after. And I said, no, I'm pretty sure he tweeted almost right away. And it said, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And then I went and screenshotted it and threw it in there. And then they were like, oh, we must have missed it.
Yeah, we right.
I thought that was interesting.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. I think more importantly, too, like, I mean.
And by the way, there is a lot of information that leads to believe that this could have been a possibility. I mean,
could have been a hit. Yeah.
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 I mean, it certainly was a hit, but
whether it was political
or lone wolf,
I think my belief it was a religious assassination. That's my personal.
I'll be real with you, dude. The more I look at this, and the more I break it down, the more I agree with that.
Yeah.
I believe that Charlie Kirk was killed not because he's influencing people to stand up and be conservative, but because he's influencing people to become Christian and love Jesus and live Jesus's way.
Absolutely.
And if we think about like what the Bible talks about in persecution, it lines right the fuck up with it all. So the more I look at this dude, because he's not the most influential conservative person.
No, he's not the most aggressive. He's not the most provocative.
But that's why. That's why.
Yeah.
Because he's actually teaching Christian
values, respectful.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they can't have that.
Dude, like some of the best stuff I've seen, because people were like, oh, he was spewing hate. He wanted to stone gay people. Like, no, dude, I actually saw a multiple clip. Like, I didn't watch.
Were the gay conservative asking?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was like, dude, no, there's plenty of gay conservatives that work for us. Like, I mean, but if we're talking like, because you guys, that doesn't mean you don't have skills. You're not equipped. You're not valuable. Like, no, do I agree with what you do in your personal life? No, I don't personally agree with that. But also, I think you should stop leading with your sexual identity and what you decide to go to bed and do. Stop leading with that as if that's all who you are. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much. But like, again, in my personal opinion, looking at what I see,
dude,
this was a religious assassination.
We talked about this last night.
Yeah.
On the phone. The more I look at it, the more it feels that way.
Yeah. And it's like, and then Netanyahu followed up this tweet saying, with this, Charlie Kirk was murdered for speaking truth and defending freedom. It's deeper than that, bro. It was way deeper than that. He had a steadfast.
Let's read his tweet here for everybody. Charlie Kirk. This is the tweet for you guys listening on audio.
This was 2 hours later.
Yeah. Charlie Kirk was murdered for speaking the truth and defending freedom. A lion-hearted friend of Israel. He fought the lies and stood tall for Judeo-Christian civilization. I spoke to him only 2 weeks ago and invited him to Israel. Sadly, that visit did not take place because he declined. That's not in the tweet, but he did. We lost an incredible human being. His boundless pride in America and his valiant belief in free speech will leave a lasting impact. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Now,
Jesus ain't mentioned once.
Hold on. Yeah, because he hates Jesus.
Exactly.
Okay? So let's be real here, okay? Charlie Kirk had come out in the last 30 days or so and started to talk about the Epstein situation. Oh, and by the way, do you know what happened on the day that I'll get to that in a second.
Yep.
This situation here is not accurate. Okay. He was not a lion-hearted friend of Israel for the last 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He had started to have conversations with Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens,
Tucker Carlson,
about how
Shapiro.
Yeah, how he agrees that Israel is losing its base. What they're doing is wrong. The media is still not reporting that most of Israel is against Netanyahu.
Yep.
All right. there's some evil shit going on here, and it all goes around this guy. Okay, let's be real. Did you see them ask him about the assassination? Mm-hmm. And he didn't even deny it. He just like laughed. Oh, that's absurd.
And Jews also, control the sun.
Bro. Do you have that clip?
I can get it.
Yeah, that clip is very telling, man. Yeah. Who was he talking to? Oh, he was talking to that lady off of CNN. Dude, she was terrified to even ask him that. Did you see her ask him that?
I don't even want to ask you. That's what she said.
Did you see Tucker Carlson go at Sam Altman?
Yeah, I saw that.
Holy
shit! Too, bro. I didn't know anything about that, dude. I'll be honest. I think a lot of those, that field, those tech guys, bro. I'm always very iffy about them, man. Because you're given so much power, so quickly, bro. Like, I don't think any human being is capable of handling that amount of power. Yeah, well, just not.
Let's find that video.
Here we go. This clip right here.
Before I let you go, I want you to address one thing, and it's just the absurdity of it. Some of the internet rumors that somehow Israel is behind the Charlie Kirk murder, and I don't believe it for 1 second, but I want you to
please don't kill me. That's basically what she was saying.
It's so absurd.
That's insane. That's insane. Israel also changes the orbit of the moon. Israel pushes the sun. I mean, the whole thing it's not only insane. I think it's so absurd, so stupid, and so ridiculous. You can't believe that people are saying this. They just found the perpetrator. They'll get to the bottom of this, but they go. They have no limits.
Oh, stop!
When you hate Jews, when you hate the Jewish state, you're willing to.
So he could have stopped right here.
Mm-hmm.
He could have stopped. Mm-hmm. But what do people do when they're guilty of shit?
They keep going.
All right.
They keep going.
Say anything and promote all these absurd rumors. And by the way, they're willing to kill us all the time. I mean, that's what they're doing. And over the centuries, when Jews, especially in the Middle Ages, the horrific Middle Ages, the worst things were said about Jews you couldn't possibly believe. We were poisoning the wells. We were drinking the blood of Christian children. You name it. I mean, these things. That continued actually up to the Holocaust. The Nazis said the same thing. We're carrying vermin. We're spreading disease. And people believed it. And every time they believed it, this was a prelude to a greater and greater massacre, culminating with the worst massacre of them all, the Holocaust. Well, since then, we've learned
that wasn't the worst massacre of them all. There's a number of massacres that were far more deadly and far bigger and far more impactful to human history that are never talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
When people spread these lies about us, prepare yourself for the assault. And, they're trying to delegitimize the state of Israel. Charlie Kirk said to me that, he wrote me this detailed letter, you have to fight the slander. These untruths, these vilifications have consequences. And he was right. But I'll tell you one thing, we're fighting on the battlefield against the terrorists and winning. And he was fighting on the battlefield of ideas. And I think he was winning. He was going to win. That's why they shot him. I hope they don't silence him. I don't think people will give in to these ridiculous lies.
Okay. How did you read that?
Well, that last little piece just caught me. He said, I think Charlie Kirk was fighting on the battlefield. I think he was winning. That's why they shot him. I think that's probably the only truthful statement he made in there.
Okay. Very clearly, he's a fucking liar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And he's been lying for years and years and years and years. He lied about WMD. Mm-hmm. He's the one that drew us into this war that lasted 20 years. Okay. The reason that this dude does this is because he understands that he's in the middle of a whole bunch of people that naturally hate him and his people. Mm-hmm. So they continue to drag the United States into these conflicts intentionally one way or the other. Now, people are starting to wake up and understand what's happening. It's not all Jews. It's the Jewish mafia elite, okay? And by the way, there's different sects of Jews that have come from different places. And when he talks about this is happening for thousands of years, these accusations and these things that people say about the Jews, well, it's not like they had the internet. It's not like they kept records. So why the does the same people why do people keep accusing him of the same thing over the course of 12,000 years? Okay, so let's think this through a little bit. This whole thing that he's talking about here, he's clearly lying about. So I don't know. Like, after watching that, my tendency is to feel like he's somehow involved. That's not Jewish people. That is the elite evil that run that state, that use the regular Jews that are, by the way, all pissed off at this right now as cover for us to call them out. Okay, so that's what I see when I look at this, and that's my honest assessment. I think that he is the world's biggest criminal, and I think that Charlie Kirk was starting to turn away, and he couldn't allow that to happen because he controls the next generation of youth.
Yep.
All right, so when we look at like what he's talking about in that interview, he continues to talk about all these things that allegedly happened 100, 200,000 years ago, whatever, right? That in his mind, he thinks that wherever action that he has to take is justified because of something that may have happened 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 500 years ago. Okay, that's what I see when I watch this. Okay, I see an evil man who uses any means possible to create atrocity and then hide behind the people he's supposed to lead and drag them into it and make them vulnerable, which the reality is that Jewish people should be looking at this guy being like, bro, you're putting me in danger. You're putting my family in danger. You're making this go. You see what I'm saying? So like, when I look at this whole thing, bro, like, you know, there's a lot of things there's a lot of reasons why that man would want to eliminate Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it would all tie together, but like, dude, I don't know.
Well, I think that's the important thing. And just like
here's what I will say. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying from what's available now, it sure as doesn't look like that shooter acted alone. Okay.
No, that was evident by the guy that tried to claim he did it.
I agree.
That was the distraction.
But whether they tie that together or not, I don't know. But my point is that the guy clearly didn't act alone. He had help. Charlie Kirk was criticizing Israel, who he has been a staunch supporter of for years and years and years. Look, dude, when someone doesn't like you, people say, that just doesn't like them. When someone who loved somebody and went to war for somebody and defended somebody stops and says, hold on, I actually agree with you guys now. I'm seeing behind the curtain, and this is wrong.
They question their belief.
Yes, that person is extremely dangerous to them.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like me, where I'm like, hey, man, them. I like America.
Yeah.
I don't give a what goes around and goes on over there because I'm an isolationist for the most part until our shit's good. They don't, that's when I criticize them, people expect that.
Mm-hmm.
But when your prize pupil walks out of the class and says, holy shit, dude, all that shit you were saying is true.
Right.
Now you got a problem because people are going to listen to that person. So
it's more credible.
Yeah.
And
so
with the level of influence and horsepower Charlie had,
bro, and he was telling people like Candace Owens, and he was telling people around him that he was nervous about what was going on. You know, he was on the PBD show talking about all this shit, dude. And yeah, I mean, and a month later he's dead. I mean, do you think that's a coincidence? I don't know. I have a hard time believing that that's a coincidence. And I certainly don't believe anything that comes out of that motherfucker's mouth.
But not only that, I have a hard time also believing too that we will ever get the full truth about this, bro. Because like again, like
bro, listen, if Israel wasn't involved, he would have handled that completely different.
Mm-hmm.
How he would have handled that was he would have said something like, first off, I know there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and everybody's not sure what's going on. But let me tell you something about Charlie Kirk. That man was my friend.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote me this letter. He cared about Israel. Like there would have been a better case made. Not this arrogant, pompous. Oh, that's ridiculous.
And 1,000 years ago, we can, you know, like you don't do that, man.
They're killing us. Who's killing you?
Right.
Who's killing you?
Right.
Right. Like this is the same mystery story of the white supremacy.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the white supremacy crime? Where is it? Is the white supremacist hiding in your closet at night?
It's about to be.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like that's the same shit that he's pulling, bro.
Yeah.
These phantom enemies. It's this deflection and this pointing.
That does not
Look
exist.
over there, not over here.
Yep.
You know, and it's the guy's a snake, dude, and you can see it. And anybody with any sort of discernment sees right through him, dude. Like the internet's too smart. People are too smart, dude. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, he could get in front of a camera and say whatever he wants, and the media would roll with it because they own the media. Mm-hmm. Now they can't do that because there's too many opinions and too many people who have seen too many liars on camera for too long. So
you can't tell me the sky's purple no more. Bro.
Yeah,
you can't do it,
dude. And these old men and these old women think they can still pull the wool over everybody's eyes, and they can't.
No. Now, last little thing on this, Andy. I again, trying to connect dots. This is purely my opinion. Could this potentially be tied into the Epstein thing? This is what I mean by this. Okay, because we've been talking about this, right? Like, you know, the whole leverage play, right? Trump's having to play into this positioning, right? Of let's say a foreign nation, just so happens to be Israel. Could this have been one of the pressure points that was going to be used to judge? Because here's something I do know. Nobody's talking about the Epstein list. Nobody's talking about the fact that, you know, the Senate, U.S. Senate just voted down to release the rest of the files and unredact anything. Nobody's talking about that anymore. I have questions.
What are they?
Was Charlie Kirk or any massive conservative talking head, was this part of the collateral damage that was going to come with not hushing this Epstein shit up quick enough? You know what I'm saying? Like it's an angle.
You mean like when Trump was saying, I don't want people to get hurt?
Right. You're not making this go away quick enough for us. Cool. We'll take your star pupil.
I don't know.
It's my thought, man. I don't know. Guys, you tell us.
I don't know. I know this. This guy here is not credible in anything that he says. And I don't care if I don't care who he is. I don't care if he's the king of Israel or whatever the fuck. I don't care. Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you, from my experience, I can look at that motherfucker and tell you he's full of shit. So why does this why, you know, he comes on these shows, if he's got nothing to hide, why is he providing them with a transcript of the questions they can ask?
Yeah.
Which is what happened.
Every single time.
Okay, it happened at PBD. It happened with the Nelk Boys.
Happened with Brandon Tatum.
It happened with Tatum. Okay, he got a list. They can't ask certain shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. Like, if I had nothing to hide, I'd be wanting to talk about it.
Anything's on the table.
What do you mean, dude? Like, let's talk about it. Here's why I didn't do this shit. Here's why we're not these people. Like, that would be a case that you would make. And you could do so 1, 2, 3, 4, very honestly, and it would come across genuine.
But I can't talk about this at all?
Yeah. No, you can't even talk about it at all. Or you're anti-Semitic, bro.
Or what?
Bro, let's talk about where anti-Semitism was just a year ago. Like, if you even said you didn't support Israel, you were drug all over the internet.
Right. Now, if you say you support America, you're a fucking anti-Semite.
Well, no, but yeah. Well, I mean, dude, they can't get everybody, and everybody's kind of figured it out. You know?
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Chat, what we got on this? Guys, you let us know down in the comments what you guys think. Yeah, man. Listen, what I do know is...
Well, people are saying sellout. Look, dude. Listen, I agree. I agree here, okay? Like, why the do you own a podcast and you're not asking real questions? Like, dude, your job to maintain the trust is to take that list and crumple it up and ask them anyway.
100%.
And yeah, and if it gets you killed, that's what you signed up for, to be a journalist and a public figure.
It's the truth. We've done that a number of times with every single guest we've had. We had Vivek Ramaswamy.
Yeah, I mean,
we asked some very uncomfortable questions.
Did I go easy on him?
No.
Yeah.
And listen, good dude, cool dude.
Yeah.
But you're going to answer these questions, bro.
Yeah.
You're not about to give me a script to read.
Right.
It's not happening, man. Not happening. No. Yeah. Guys, let's know down in the comments what you guys think, man. What I do know is that I'm sure there will be more information that comes out. My heartfelt prayers sincerely go to Erica and the two babies, man. And
bro, I can't get that video out of my mind, bro.
Dude.
You know, I've seen a few people die right in front of me, unfortunate circumstances. I don't want to get into, but I've seen 2 people die right in front of me. I've discovered 2 different people who have killed themselves. I've seen some death a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I've watched all the, gruesome videos and shit online.
I've seen all the cartel shit. Yeah.
That was different, bro, because we knew them.
Yeah, that was us.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was
that's what it felt like to me, bro. Like that Charlie represents, I think that's the part that I think hurts the most people, bro. It's like, because I think anybody right now, again, who has the common sense, who has good moral values, they saw themselves in Charlie. They saw Charlie in themselves, whether no matter how big or small their voices were, they related to that dude.
Yeah.
And they saw themselves in that video, and like, it's tough to see, man.
Yeah, bro. You think about getting shot in the neck in front of everybody for believing in God, trying to be a good person, raising a family, loving your country, sticking up for free speech. It's not like he was out here saying that trans people didn't have a place in the world.
Right.
It's not like he was out here saying gay people should be stoned, which is what they've convinced everybody that this dude is. Like, these cheering for him are evil demon. And I don't use that. You have never heard me ever on this show call someone a demon. Okay. But these people are, and it's reality. Yeah. Like, that's what we're dealing with. It is good versus evil. We, as good people, as balanced people, as moral people, not perfect people, okay, people who try to be functional members of society, people who try to do the right thing, people who have guilt and shame at the times that we fail to do those things and work to correct them, decent people. We have been targeted by these people, and that's it. And we cannot allow this shit to encroach on us any further ever again in any situation. This isn't just when big shit happens.
Right.
This is when you're at the grocery store and some shit happens and some whack job starts acting like a weirdo, bro. You got to handle it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we got to do for each other. And men, you guys, I'm just being honest. Like, I'm going to say we. I don't include myself in this, but I'm going to say we for the collective. Dude, we've turned into a bunch of pussies. Okay? And I'll stand there right with you. But, like, bro, it's got to change.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't feel like I've been a pussy.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe I haven't done a good enough job of getting other men to not be.
Mm-hmm.
And you men who have kids and families and responsibilities, you gotta understand, dude, part of our role is to stand up in society and handle shit when it happens. We cannot allow innocent people to be stabbed on a train and die, or
beheaded.
It doesn't matter. Listen, bro, it doesn't matter, because even if they put you in jail like they did Daniel Penny, you're going to have to answer for God. And God is not going to tolerate you being a pacifist when there's violent evil happening right in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be able to escape that.
No.
And people think that I saw this video from somebody I know today, and it was talking about, at times like this, we just need to turn to prayer and we need to be introspective. And that shit didn't work.
What God is he?
Yeah. We're allowing these people to step all over us because we're turning the other cheek.
Yep.
Okay? Turning the other cheek doesn't work, bro. Live and let live only works when they allow you to live your life, and they are not willing to do that. So when we have an issue like this, you have to understand that hiding behind prayer, everybody should pray. Everybody should pray to who they believe in. But hiding behind it, and because you're afraid to take action or step up or stand up, that's cowardice, bro. Yep. That's wickedness. That's evil itself.
Dude, that's my biggest thing, man. It's like,
I don't like that, dude. I don't like this. I see a lot of people doing this.
Stuff, man.
Look, bro, Jesus was not a pacifist, dude. He flipped tables over when the time came. And dude, a lot of these people have just recently started to find Christianity, and they believe it's about being a passive turn the other cheek person. It is not. It is not.
Dude.
It will get you slaughtered.
Dude, you can be in a fist fight and tell the other person, I don't want to fight you, I don't want to fight you.
They're still gonna.
That's not gonna stop.
And by the way, if that person kills you, that doesn't mean you're holy.
Yeah, right. And to the other point, it's like, you know,
and
because you don't want to admit that this is a war, doesn't make the war.
Not only that, dude. Look, man, we're sinners anyway. Okay, like I'm going to tell you right now, dude. I understand very clearly that good men have to do bad things for the greater good of the population. That is reality. All right? It's not fun to do those things.
No.
It's not fun to stand the line. It's not fun. It's not fun to tell someone, even just tell them, hey, that ain't happening here, bro. That's not fun. It's not fun to look at someone in the eye and say, hey, you need to shut the up right now. Like, that's not cool, but sometimes it's required.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And we're lucky that we're at a point where in most situations, that's all it takes. And you men out there that think you're going to pray your way out of this shit and not take any action, you're failing the covenant that you say you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to pray for strength, for bravery, and then you're supposed to act. You're not just supposed to sit there and allow people to fuck with you and fuck your family, and that's weak shit, bro, and it's cowardice, and you're not... I'm just telling you, dude, a lot of people have a misconception about what being a Christian is all about. It is not being a passive bystander to evil.
No, man. That's real, man. Guys, let us know down in the comments what you guys think. With that being said, let's keep the cruise cruising. Let's check out some of these headlines. We got. I saw Paul. I'm pretty sure Paul Korn is in the chat. First comment from Paul Run 111. I think this was in reference to Monday's show, maybe. He said, missed the show because my corn's so damn potent, it got my wife sprouting a mini-me. Been busy prepping for the baby harvest.
Congratulations.
Paul spreading his corn seed.
That's right.
Yeah, congrats, dude.
Paul's ready for the harvest.
Yeah, congrats, man.
How did Paul become one of our favorite guests?
Dude, I don't know, but
after being a total troll.
I follow that dude on Twitter, bro.
He's probably funny as fuck.
I like Paul.
Yeah, I like Paul too.
I like Paul. Paul's cool.
Congrats, brother. That's awesome, man.
Okay, Andrew, what the fuck? He's got that corn stalk.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Right, yeah. I got one more comment for you, nice and easy. This is from Caitlin Marie. She says, I missed the live recording due to work yesterday, and now I have to listen on Spotify like a peasant.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck, man.
Yeah.
It sucks to suck. We got to figure, listen, I should say this too. We're going to
convert this to full live show.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to start doing it. We haven't decided if we're going to do it in the morning or at night. I think we should do it at night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what time you go to bed? You
Doesn't matter.
You don't have an early bedtime.
I don't fucking sleep.
It's true.
I'm superhuman.
It's true. Well,
I've been sent here by God to do something. I had something cool in my mind.
I didn't know if you took like those old men naps yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's a thing.
Well, where the fuck do I take those at?
Huh?
You're around me all the time.
I know. No, I'm saying like I'm just saying.
I catch you sleeping 3 times a day. Is that facts or no facts?
I told you not to get those recliners. Bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Those locker room recliners, bro.
Yeah. Talk to me about sleep.
Just like 2 seconds. Joe sleeps right here in the fucking chair.
So what?
I'm just saying.
The job gets done. I don't give a shit. I'm sleeping right now.
No, man, but we are gonna. I think we're gonna change up the way we send out the link. Because I can only send so many links myself, like from my personal.
Bro, I think we're missing the boat by not doing a live every night.
Listen,
a live show.
Isn't
that what Fuentes does? And a live broadcast every day?
Yeah, most of those guys.
What the fuck should be doing that?
Well, we're not full-time podcasters yet, bro.
Yeah, well.
You know? You guys want the you want the floodgates open. All right.
When are we having Fuentes on? I mean, to say what? He already says everything he says. Like, you know?
I'd like to have a convo with him.
Bro, I mean, look, dude, if you listen to what he says and you actually just don't clip out the more aggressive shit.
Well, not even that. You got to do it unemotionally.
Yeah.
This is what he's saying. What's he actually saying? You know?
He's saying that, you know, that these people are criminals and they've been with us, and that all people have a right to exist, not just and people say that's white supremacy. That's not white supremacy. That's facts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, we'll stay at it, guys. Like I said, we got some stuff coming for you.
Isn't it interesting that just a little bit ago, we were at a point where if you even said anything about white shit, you were considered a racist? Like if you even spoke up positively about white people at all 2 years ago, you were a fucking racist.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about the mental conditioning it takes to convince people that that's the truth.
Well, more importantly, dude, think of what it's taken to get out of that now. Like how many innocent people have been put in jail or killed, you know what I'm saying, just to get snapped out of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, let's keep the cruise cruising, shall we, guys?
Like, dude, if you said white people have just as much a right to do everything that they're doing as everybody else to anybody like that's on this communist shit, they will freak the fuck out. You're racist. You're white supremacist. No, man. I'm like, you know, I'm pro self-existence.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I just want to keep living.
Yeah.
You want to live, laugh, love,
and
don't
I'm tired of you stepping on my toes every time you decide that, you know, it's appropriate.
Yeah. But yeah. Let's keep cruising, man. Guys, we do appreciate you, though, for being real-ass fans. Make sure you guys keep liking, commenting. Make sure you guys are subscribed to any of our platforms to stay up to date with the latest drops from Real AF. With that being said, headline number 2. Let's go back to France. You guys like my French accents, right? I'll read some French for you. Let's do this whole segment of French. I like French fries.
Okay.
Headline 2. France arrests hundreds as block everything protests erupt across country. Around 80,000 police deployed across France in response to protest movement. So this is like the 4th time this year, I believe, that the French government has basically collapsed, essentially. French police arrested hundreds of protesters Wednesday as block everything demonstrations erupted across the country, with crowds shutting down roads, lighting fires, and clashing with authorities. The government's interior ministry announced 295 arrests in the first hours of what has been planned day of nationwide demonstrations against President Emmanuel Macron, budget cuts, and other complaints. France's government suffered a major setback Monday when Prime Minister Francois Bayrou lost a parliamentary vote of confidence, forcing his resignation and replacement by Sébastien Lecornu. Quote, our prime minister has just been ousted, and straight away we get another from the right. Student Baptiste Sagua, he's 21, told the Associated Press on Wednesday. They're trying to make working people, young students, retirees, all people in difficulty bear all the effort instead of taxing wealth. So it seems like more of a far left protest than anything else. But they've been definitely some shit up for sure.
Why don't you take your lazy ass out there and build some wealth for yourself, bitch?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. I mean, this is one of the pictures. I mean, they're setting buildings on fire. It looks like
it seems like we're cracking down on this entitlement. Like it's all coming to a head. This culture that they've indoctrinated into generations for the last 15 years. And it seems like it's trying to come to a head. And I don't think that's necessarily, that's not going to be without collateral damage. I mean, these people are designed to resist and revolt and cause violence. So I think, you know, this may be part of the plan of how they're going to ignite the shit. Or it could be the beginning of the extinction of this movement. So we have to wait and see what's happening.
Globally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. So it's not just France that's popping off. We got to go to India. I didn't know.
Show me your war face.
Bro, they've been showing some war faces.
Yeah.
They've been redeeming. We got to go to Nepal. Army takes charge. Former Prime Minister's wife reportedly burnt to death in her home. There has been massive civil unrest going on in India we got to talk about a little bit. The Nepali army called for calm and dialogue to resolve the crisis as massive student-led anti-government protests gripped the Himalayan nation, forcing Prime Minister KP Sharma Ali to resign. The army took charge of security from 10 p.m. Tuesday following a day of violent unrest. How do you pronounce that? Kathmandu? Is that really it?
Kathmandu.
Kathmandu Valley. And several other parts of the country. It warned that all security mechanisms will be mobilized to contain the violence if such activities continue. They set the house that belonged to the former prime minister on fire. His wife, who was trapped inside the house, sustained serious burns and injuries, according to eyewitnesses. She later succumbed to her injuries in the hospital. Yeah, she
Holy
did.
Shit.
And then they've also been breaking out the prisons. Apparently, at the time of recording, there's been over almost 14,000 inmates have escaped the jails, and that's been spreading out. So I mean, let's just talk about just the global culture, I guess, of where things are. It appears to be that a lot of places, a lot of citizens are really upset with their governments
for buying into the globalist agenda. Yeah.
It's what it's appearing.
What is it going on in India, bro? What's causing all of it? Do you know?
Nepal is not India.
No, I'm saying, but like, what's going on there? Are they still like beefing?
Well, it's
No
religious.
beefing,
Yeah.
No beef.
They're
No
all
beef.
vegetarians.
Are they currying?
Kinda.
They're currying on?
Yeah.
All this currying on over there?
No, it's just completely different country, completely different government. So
I'm aware of that.
I'm not
But they're
informed.
talking about India.
No. They're just talking that some are wanted in India. This whole thing that he explained
It's all in Nepal.
is all in Nepal. So nothing is.
So then why the fuck let's go to India?
That was no comment.
Yeah.
I was just showing my brain cells there. I
Okay.
apologize.
Sorry for asking.
No, that's okay.
What do you know about Nepal? Hey, listen. I'm black.
Good
all right?
turnaround.
India and Nepal, same thing.
Everything is outside America is the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
that's kind of true.
Yeah.
Nepal, the corn sucker.
All right.
But either way, it does appear that people are kind of over their governments, man. What do you got on that?
I don't know.
France has done this a few times.
Yeah,
But I feel like nothing ever really.
Yeah, it seems like the French people continue to do the same shit and nothing happens of it because they don't finish the mother job. Same thing happened in Canada when the trucker convoy and all this shit happened. I said, you better finish it or you're not going to be able to get it back. Couldn't do it. Same thing in Australia. I said, you better finish it or you're going to be fucked. Didn't do it. We had an opportunity to throw all these out in the street where they belong during COVID, but that didn't happen. And, here we are. So
there's some, I saw this thing happening in Canada where like they told their citizens, like, yeah, if like your home's being broken into, just let it happen. Like they're after your stuff, not you. And then like this other guy, I saw this report that like he has like, I guess cameras set up at his house and it recorded on 3 separate like instances, a serial killer. And the police actually told him to take his fucking cameras down and stop sending them the tips.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Huh. Yeah, well.
Like there's no way.
Listen, people are not going to be legislated into victimhood.
Oof.
They're not going to allow people to come in their house and with their family and do all. It's never going to happen, bro. It's against natural order. So, when you start telling people that, eventually they're going to erupt into violence because they're tired of being victimized. This happened in 1930s Germany, bro. This is what happened, okay? The night of broken glass.
Oh, yeah.
People don't understand what happened. People went crazy.
Yeah.
And this is part of the narrative of the whole German Nazi Holocaust thing that a lot of people don't really know. And there was a prominent figure assassinated. And then 2 days later, there were riots where people were actively dragging out who they thought were responsible for these
whether they were or not,
for this cultural degradation that's been happening in their society. Jews were drug out in the streets. A lot of them were killed by the citizens, and then they were arrested at mass and separated into a camp because they weren't safe in the streets of Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't realize that. They think it's just this, we rounded them up because we hated them. Well, it started off as they were rounded up because they were being vigilanted by the citizens.
Mm-hmm.
And, people don't really look into the depth of all the things that happened and how we got there. And we are very much so in a situation that is very parallel to that, where people are starting to draw their own conclusions about who's responsible for what. And when they've been told for so long to just, and they've been shown, right? Like when they threw Daniel Penny in jail, or they're punishing people who stand up for their own properties. Even like the McCloskeys here in St. Louis, who during Black Lives Matter had a rifle in the front of their street, and then they got charged. When you do that to people, eventually people say, well, f the law, bro. We're just going to take care of these people that are causing all the problems.
Yeah.
And when that happens, you get civil unrest. And I think we're very close to that. And I think the victims of that same outcome here would not necessarily be quote unquote Jewish people. I think it'll actually be the transgender communist community, the people who are, whether or not they are guilty of all of these things, right now they are perceived to be one of the biggest agitators of all of this
pain points.
Yes, because we have all of the school shootings that are happening. We have all of the disruption in society. They represent a minority of the population. You can't do that to a majority. A lot of people are like, well, they're going to fence up all the conservatives. No, they're not, because the white conservatives are the most populous dense part of America in the first place. So a lot of rules have to sort of fall into place for a genocide to happen. And we're being led down this path to where, in my opinion, these young people that were set up to believe in communism and Marxism and then the transgender ideology, I'm not talking about LGBT, I'm talking about like the hardcore trans ideology people. I think those people are in a very dangerous spot. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
And I think that if those people were smart right now, they'd recognize the social temperature and realize that there's nothing they can do to stop it other than just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're seeing, I mean, like, not to go back, but like, I mean, to go back even on the Charlie Kirk situation. I don't know if you saw, there was an interview, the guy that was actually asking Charlie Kirk the question when he was shot. I think he did an interview. I can't remember if it was CNN or what, but like, he was like, I feel terrible because I'm literally asking him, like, why is he talking about all this trans violence? And then it's one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, they're starting to get like.
No, he said verbatim, he said, my point was to show how peaceful trans people really are.
Yeah.
And then he got shot right after that. And then the kid was very upset, rightfully so, as he's a trans person. And the situation of that entire thing, I mean, Charlie would have owned him on that anyway, because the data says that trans people are disproportionately responsible for all of these mass shootings. We're not talking about gang shootings. We're talking about the school shootings. We're talking about the theater shootings. We're talking about all of these things. And it's all come out later that this was the cause. Remember, they wouldn't even release the manifesto from the Nashville shooter because they knew how damaging it would be
to that community.
And then when it comes out, it was exactly what we all thought it was going to be. It was a bunch of trans people, or it was a trans person hating the people who allowed it to become trans.
It's crazy shit, man. It's crazy shit. Yeah. Chat, guys, jump in. What we got on it? Yeah. Dude,
hold on.
You want that one?
So, yeah, I want to read that. Yeah, I mean, listen.
Yes.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro. People do not understand history at the depth they need to understand it to recognize what's actually happening, and that what's happening has already happened. And there's part of me that also thinks, and this is a very unpopular opinion, but there is part of me that believes that Netanyahu is intentionally setting up the people that his little group of criminals hides behind, which are good Jewish people, to actually be attacked so that they can continue to tell the story of persecution and maintain their privilege.
For the next 80, 100 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
And like, dude, that's why I think we're seeing a revolt against his ideology in his own country, which, by the way, will never be covered by the media that they are highly influential over. So when we really look at everything, I actually think that it's very important that and I think it's happening, right? We're seeing it. Regular Jewish people are like, no, this guy's a criminal, bro. We're not with him. We're not about it. I mean, they've tried to get him out of office, and every time they do, he starts another war. So, yeah, bro. I mean, it's it's a lot.
It is.
There's a lot of shit, and that's why it's not as simple to just say, oh, it's this or it's that or it's this. Like to really understand what's going on, you have to have an awareness, or at least a below surface level understanding of how genocides actually occur and
why.
If you understand that, and we're not just talking about what happened in Germany, we're talking about what's happened in the Soviet Union, what's happened in Asia, and Pol Pot, Mao, all of these situations, Rwanda, they all had the same elements. And this is no different than that. The propaganda that has been, and here's the thing that I see, it's been propaganda against white men very, very hard, but that has been rejected at this point. And so now you end up with a situation like we've talked about for years, where the pendulum could swing back so hard and target the motherfuckers who have been creating that false agenda, which is now rejected. And then that ends up being the mass killing.
Yeah.
But with
the next big chapter in the history books.
But but dude, we shouldn't have that. That shouldn't be happening here. And the people who are propagating it and pouring gas on it should be held accountable, just like they were in Germany. So, it's interesting that everybody on the conservative side of the aisle and the middle side of the aisle who reject the communist ideology, the Bolshevik ideology, it's interesting that those are the ones that are called Nazis, when in reality, the whole plan was to remove those people from society all along. So it's like a projection. It's a projection of an ideology onto people that don't embody it, that ends up becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy for the people that accuse them of it. Because eventually, if you call somebody something that for over and over and over and try to ruin their life, like, dude, look, think of it on a very simple term. You and your neighbor stands out in front of your house every single day and says that you're a murderer and you're a violent person and you're a this, and then they go to your work and they try to get you fired, and then they do get you fired, and then they go to all your family to get you disowned, and then they got the whole work. Eventually, you don't have nothing to lose, and what happens? You become violent and you like kill the dude.
You become that.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
And
real,
that's a dangerous thing that we all need to be cognizant of, because if the pendulum swings back, and this is history, dude, the pendulum swings hard, okay? And it starts even when they get it calibrated in the middle, and one side starts
pushing,
and then the other side push a little more, and then we get in these big swings, and it happens to be the mass killings end up with the biggest swings, all right? And we are in that big swing pattern right now, and it's not going to be white people that are executed and white men that are executed. They're finding their voice again. They're finding their courage again. Everybody realizes that they've been persecuted by the media for the longest time. Everybody realizes that white people can't say shit. They can't be proud of themselves. They can't do anything. And everybody's recognizing that. And they're saying it's wrong. So the pendulum is now, that pendulum swing didn't take. So what's the pendulum swing off of that?
Yeah, right.
The pendulum swing off of that is the people who have tried to propagate that untrue shit and violence towards those people end up being the target of it. And that's the dangerous game that these people are playing. And it just so happens, like I've said for years, that the people that have been calling for violence have been making a bad bet because they are the people who are least equipped to handle violence. And when the pendulum swings back onto them, they're not going to know what to do. Look at the way they're freaking out about getting them fired from their job.
Yeah, very simple shit.
Listen, how many regular-minded, good people have been fired for their job for just stating things that are common sense over the last decade? A whole lot, all right? And now these little pussies can't even take a little bit of the same medicine that they get. They're going to freak the fuck out, dude. Like, this is just the beginning. Our culture has been totally mangled, totally by people in power who have responsibility to not do that. Politicians, the media, celebrities, they have a moral obligation to not turn people against each other, which they have completely violated. So
they're full deep in it, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, guys.
That's correct.
Jump in on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. With that being said, man, third and final headline. Got to do some more conspiracy theories. Aliens and UAPs. All right. Headline number 3 reads, Hellfire missile bounces off mysterious orb in stunning UAP footage shown to Congress. I don't know what it is, man. Because listen, like I've seen, I've noticed a few things.
Bro, they're gonna bring in Operation Blue Beam,
bro.
I know.
Because listen, like, and I don't know if you guys know this.
What, Joe? What's 3i Atlas? Just tell me.
Yeah,
I ain't got time. Pull your mic down and tell everybody what the fuck it is.
They basically found like the fastest flying thing in like our solar system coming towards us, and like there's like reports that like some dude at Harvard's coming out saying it's like, I don't know. They're speculating.
They're gonna kill us?
I think it's Project Blue Beam.
Hold on. Is it like an Earth-ending thing?
No, they're saying it won't like hit us. They're saying, asteroid, whatever.
Yeah.
And then
we're gonna shoot nukes at it, like
I don't know.
Armageddon and shit.
Yeah.
You could be Bear.
I can be Bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Bear, he rides a motorcycle and shit.
I'm with Bear. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, we gotta have a black guy. Otherwise, racist.
As long as I don't die first, I'm fine.
Well, I mean, that's the rule.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, man, this new report comes out with some footage.
What are you laughing at? Indian guy dies second.
Yeah, sure. We know their space shit.
You know what's got to happen? The Indian guy's got to die, so nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
No, I'm staying home.
Oh shit, Z-Shot's gone. What do we do? Can't read the maps. Where are the calculations? How do we get our Slurpees?
How will we sell all the drinks at 7-Eleven?
Dude, we're
yeah.
Might as well just. Never mind.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a video of this, and it's so crazy they can't to watch it. But what I was gonna say is, like,
bro, like we could believe any video at this point
for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
I had to file a cease and desist against a company for using ads when my voice, my picture, right here at this podcast.
Yep.
Promoting nutritional supplements, one of which was a dick pill.
That's right.
And I'm like here giving this dissertation on all the reasons.
This made me rock hard.
Yeah, like bro, for real. They AI'd me being like, oh yeah, it gives me like these big hard-ons and all this shit, and then it explains all the science, and I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, man, this knows what he's talking about.
What episode was that?
Dude, it was so good. I was like, I didn't say that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Right.
But like, think if I'm looking at that and it's me,
yeah,
and I'm wondering if I said anything close to that.
Yeah,
dude, we can't trust anything, bro.
And then think of all the Paul Corns that are like, really want to make their shit hard.
On the chat, stay hard for 75 days.
That's right. You mean how? I'm on 75-day hard.
Yeah.
Like, how stupid are you that you can't even say the name right?
Yeah.
I'm on hard 75.
That's right.
Holy shit, man.
No, but it made me think, man, because anytime there's like these crazy situations that are happening, if you look in the news, doesn't matter what legacy media you go to, you start seeing either one or two things.
The best part is when people come to me and they're like, I did great on your program, Hard 75, man. I'm like, oh, you did?
Yeah.
What is it? That's the program. I did it. It saved my life.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it did?
Yeah.
How'd you do? Oh, and they start getting real uncomfortable. It's like, dude, stop.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, like when shit's going a little crazy in the world, you look in legacy media and you'll find some, not the front page, but you got to scroll down a little bit. You'll start seeing one or two stories across all of them. It's either shark attacks or alien shit.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it never fails. But yeah, so I mean, let's check this out. Let's see what we've got here. Quote, there's a Hellfire, that's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO, and it just bounced right off. And it kept going. Journalist George Knapp said, there are servers where there is a whole bank of these kind of videos that Congress has not been allowed to see. A House hearing on unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, stunned lawmakers when video evidence showed a U.S. drone firing a Hellfire missile at an orb off Yemen, only for the object to remain intact and keep moving, raising urgent questions about technology beyond known military capabilities. At a House Oversight Subcommittee meeting on UFO transparency and whistleblower protection, Representative Eric Burleson from Missouri unveiled the video. The footage showed an MQ-9 drone tracking a UAP orb as another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile at it. The missile struck the orb, but instead of destroying it, the round appeared to bounce right off. Let's check this clip out.
Are you aware of anything in the government, United States government arsenal that can split a Hellfire missile like this?
No.
And do whatever blob thing it did and then keep going? Nothing?
Nothing.
All right, how about you, Chief Wiggins?
Nothing to my knowledge, ma'am.
Okay, and how about you, Mr. Borland?
I'd prefer to answer that in a skiff.
But that's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO and just bounced right off. And it kept going.
You hear what he said? I prefer to answer that in a skiff, which means, yeah, I know what the fuck that is. I can't say it here.
I just can't say it here. Yeah.
It kept going, and it looks like the debris was taken with it.
Yeah. What the hell is that? What
So
flies like that?
Again, I'm not going to speculate what it is, but the question is,
Does this video scare you guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wiggins?
Yes.
Nat?
I had a different reaction. I was really happy that it got out. Thanks for providing
Curiosity
that,
kills the cat. All right, Mr. Moore.
That's the guy that said the skiff. So clearly he believes that there's a whole bunch of shit that they're hiding that they're not telling us, and he's happy that we can see that. And he knows what it is. But he didn't say he was scared.
Yeah, which is weird.
No, it's not.
You don't think this is weird?
No, because they're trying to scare people. That's why they're putting the shit out.
Is that why he wants to talk?
If there was something to truly be scared of, don't you think they would have already put it out completely?
See, I don't think they would have said anything at all.
Why?
Because of the whole public panic shit.
Why? They want public panic. They want disorder. They want frustration. They want people going crazy. It creates a situation where they get to rule. They get to the more civil unrest, the greater the fist is that rules us. Because then they can roll in they can roll in the military. They can do all these things. They create all these special laws, just like they did during COVID. If they had something that was truly terrifying, and they would let us know about it because it would accelerate their ability to put power onto us. So,
God dang it, Andy.
Yeah.
Why you gotta do this, man?
Fucking high IQ shit.
Yeah, you're messing my brain up right now. Shit.
If you took the hard pills, you would know.
That's right. That's right.
You better stop saying that. They're gonna use your shit for real.
The funny thing was it was a different supplement company. It's like everybody knows what I do. It's like
right.
You idiots don't even know who
Look
I am.
into it. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it was good and it sounded like me.
Somebody just said Z sounds like he really wants those pills.
Well, yeah, he's Indian, bro.
Indians don't need that.
Oh, is that right?
No, if you give that to an Indian, the world ends. That's like giving an American Indian a bottle of whiskey, bro.
Is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
Jeez, man.
Shit, you don't do that shit, bro. The whole world will unravel.
Yeah.
That's why I quit drinking whiskey.
I think it was this guy here, Mr. Borland, that's the one that talked about the skiff stuff.
Well, you know, all them guys are liars. They are. First of all, dude, how do you know? That is such a basic video.
I was just
That looks
going
like
to say
some
that.
shit from the 90s.
There
dude.
is no way we can say that's not AI or is it real.
We could create that in AI in 10 minutes.
Yes.
Here with our media department.
Yes.
So, like, this
You
looks
call
like
bullshit?
Yeah, it sounds like some yes.
Okay. Yeah. Chat, what do you guys say? You think it's bullshit?
Hey, I do have my plan to fix the world.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, if everybody's
With aliens or?
No.
Oh.
Just my plan I made. I made it last night. Is anybody interested in hearing it?
Omar says he wants to believe it.
Omar from the show?
Omar, yeah. Omar Presswitch.
So I have a plan that I wrote out last night to save the world. If I were to become president. It has 13. Hold on, I'm going to read it to you guys. You guys like when I do my little readings here.
Story time with Andy.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. 12 rules to save America. You guys want this? You want it or not?
Type faster.
All right. Yeah. All right. Here we go. In the chat. Fire them all.
Yeah.
Get some new people in the chat.
Yeah. Faster fingers.
Yeah. All right. 12 rules to save America. Number 1, personal excellence. Every citizen commits to discipline, responsibility, and becoming their best. Rule number 2, strong families, strong future. Protect the family unit and raise children with discipline, values, and strength. 3, one law for everyone. No double standards, no exceptions. Number 4, harsh punishment for violent crimes. 0 tolerance, 0 delay. 5, no violence for politics. Argue hard, fight fair, but no mobs. If you're caught participating in a mob, there is accountability. 6, free speech for all sides. Protection doesn't depend on opinion. 7, unity first. Neighbors solve problems before the government. 8, meritocracy wins. Opportunity based on effort and results, not identity. Number 9, truth in media. Report facts, not propaganda. If propaganda is reported, it is held accountable by the law. Number 10, max tax. No American should ever give more than 1/10 of their income to government, and if the government can't run off of that, then the government must be smaller. Number 11, protect our borders. No nation survives without sovereignty, security, and controlled immigration. And number 12, America first, America always. Defend national interests, protect liberty, and put citizens before global agendas.
Sounds like a platform there, Andy.
Yeah, it is a platform. I wrote it in about 5 minutes.
Now we are going to listen that in other platforms tomorrow. Other podcasters will take that.
Oh, yeah. Well, they can't do what I do. What's the chat think about it? You guys like that? That's good? Yeah, it's beautiful.
Neighbors solve problems first before the government.
Yeah.
Great song there.
I am bricked. You should run. Somebody said.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys put together and handle the campaign, maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Just maybe. I'm down with it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
That will fix the shit, bro. That will fix the shit. The one law for everyone, no exceptions, has to apply to elected officials. They cannot abide by different laws or get special exclusions that regular people get. It's a huge problem.
Yeah.
Huge problem.
Yeah.
And I think number 13 would be no lobbies.
Yep.
No lobbies.
Dude,
we're going to do what's right. If you're
Yeah.
caught contributing and paying a political figure for influence, that should be considered treason.
Yeah, because that's no longer your actual thoughts
Correct.
or beliefs.
Right.
You know, like Big Oil ain't paying me as a private citizen to think or feel a certain way.
Open a can of Screaming Freedom after hearing that. I mean, bro, this isn't like, yeah.
I mean,
term limits, 100%. I missed that. Good call. We'll add that in there.
Violent.
Big ass titties. I agree that should be a law. Wait, what? Hold on. You guys are f***ing with me here, man. I just read that. That was like the teleprompter on Anchorman.
That's right. That's right.
That wasn't me.
If you have vacancies for that department, I can.
Oh yeah, are you going to be the qualifier?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm with it.
They're with it. Go f yourself, San Diego. All right, guys.
I'm with it, man.
You know what I love about our people, bro, is that they know we're around.
Yeah.
We're fucking around. They know we're serious when we're serious.
It's real.
And by the way, I do want to tell you guys, I appreciate you guys having our backs. I'm starting to see that more and more. Starting to see people have our backs when people run their mouths. I'm starting to see it in the comment sections. I appreciate that. And so does DJ, and so do the guys here.
Definitely do.
Yeah.
Support your local black man.
Yeah, if you don't do that, you're racist.
Definitely racist.
Yeah. See, that's how the government works. Do what we say or you're fucking racist.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, man. All right.
That only works as long as people care about being racist.
That's right.
If you're going to call them racist forever, dude, and they're not, and eventually they're like, I don't care what you call me.
Doesn't matter. I am.
That's what's happened here in culture. I mean, they had control over everybody with these names and all this shit. But now it got so overblown. People are like, yeah, whatever you say, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, guys, thanks for staying with us. We got our final segment of the show as always. We have thumbs up or dumb as f. That's where we bring a headline in, we talk about it, we vote on it, gets one of those two options. Yeah, our thumbs up or dumb as f headline reads: Royal Caribbean passenger accused of jumping overboard to dodge vacation gambling debt.
How much? That's what I want to know. Yeah. Because, I mean, like, if it was, like, all you had,
yeah,
I mean, you might need to risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he risked it.
Bro, I've never been a gambler, bro. Like, I gamble with business. I gamble with my words.
Yeah. People's lives.
That's right.
People's livelihoods. That's right.
Yeah.
That's big dog shit.
Yeah. I don't gamble. Dude, I tell you what, though. If I do gamble, because people are always inviting me to go gamble and shit, and like my rich buddies are like, let's go here. You can win 50, 70, 100, 200. I'm not into that shit, bro. But I will go bet. Like, as funny as this is going to sound to people, I love playing for like $1 or $2.
Oh,
yeah.
Bro, you're going to be the old man.
Yeah.
Smoking cigarette.
Bro, there was
on the
this
slots.
place. Listen, man. There used to be this place in Vegas called O'Shea's. All right. And O'Shea's was like one of the older places. But
I can smell it now.
Oh, dude, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So all the other, throughout Vegas, you would go and, it's like $5 a hand and shit. I don't like that. Like, that's too rich for me.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like that, bro. That's money. I could do shit with that.
Yeah.
And $5 turns into like 10 grand real quick, especially when you've been drinking.
Yeah.
And, but you go in there and you play like dollar hands. It was awesome. You could bet on beer pong. There'd be people in there playing beer pong. You bet on it.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it was awesome, dude. And it's not there anymore, I don't think. But I used to love going in there, bro.
Dollar hands.
Everybody, it was all like regular people. It wasn't like the snobby people. It's just people in there drinking beer, watching football, playing a game.
It's like Applebee's.
Yeah, right. A Vegas.
A Vegas.
Yeah.
That's right. Dude, I'll tell you this. I've never felt more broke in my life. I was in Indiana, in Indianapolis, went to the Hard Rock Casino up there. And like, we're from Missouri, bro. We go to we got our casinos here, but like $5 hands, you can find that. Walked in there, it was $15 hand minimums at all tables. And I said, hey, I can ask somebody. Again, I'm, like, hey, where's like the $5 section at?
Yeah.
He looked like that's what he said. He piffed me.
Well,
I said, bro,
there's no more disrespect than the piff.
Bro, that's what he said.
Yeah.
I said,
did you get the mad blackface?
Bro, I felt broke, man. He's like, we don't do that here. I said, oh.
I'll be real, bro. I'm a man of the people.
Yeah.
I like to get down there in the people.
That's right. Bring me a Colt 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring me a can of Budweiser and let me bet dollar hands on blackjack.
Right, bro. That's
Leave
good
me the fuck
America.
alone.
That's America right there.
That's right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, this guy jumped off a cruise ship to avoid paying a $17,000 gambling debt.
I mean, that's, if you're
that's significant.
That's what I'm saying. If you're like a 9-to-5 regular person, that's real shit, bro.
But here's the problem. When they caught him, because it was Border Patrol that caught him, he had $14,000 in his backpack.
Yeah. Well, he didn't want to give it away.
I'm surprised he didn't fucking die. All right, like let's be real. I mean, that's a pretty big jump. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this, man. The older you get, the less effective you are at swimming. Too.
Less you care.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
oh yeah.
When I was young, I was totally confident in my swimming abilities. Now, bro, not as much.
Yeah, well, they got his ass. He allegedly he was Spanish. He allegedly told officers in Spanish that, quote, he did not want to report the currency on his possession because he thought he was going to be taxed duties for bringing in the currency. The complaint states. So he was basically just trying to skip it. When they asked him who he was, he allegedly told Homeland Security that when they asked for his full name, he said, if you guys were good at your job, you would know that. And then he refused to speak with HSI agents further. James Bond, baby. Yeah, they caught his ass. They got
Is that him in the water?
Yeah, that's him in the water, and then they put him on a little jet ski. That's the ship.
Yeah.
Where did he think he was gonna go?
I don't know, man.
You know, like, bro, you're in the ocean, bro. Like, where are you gonna go?
I mean, he must have been a good swimmer.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Little Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps?
Yeah.
Phelps. Michael Phelps?
Phelps.
All right.
You guys gotta stop picking on me because I'm black, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's what
I don't know if you figured this out, but that shit don't matter no more.
Don't worry about it. They fucked it up.
That means that we're going to make fun of you.
Yeah, man. So what we got on this, man? Skipping this tab. What
I mean, look, man. You know what I think? I think if you're going to jump off the boat for 14 grand, you probably shouldn't be gambling.
You probably should be.
That's all I'm saying. You know?
That's safe.
Yeah.
That's safe. All right. Yeah.
I'm not a big gambler, bro. Like I know dudes,
I've never been to Vegas.
I know dudes are into it, but like, yeah, you could have went with me, but
yeah, you left.
You had to have a fucking kid.
And you found Michael.
Yeah. Michael's the man. He's my Vegas Connect now.
That dude.
Yeah.
I don't even know
He
him.
texted me this morning.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He said good morning.
Oh, is that what he
My
said?
little kissy face.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Okay. No, dude, I think I would like to go to Vegas. I've never done the Vegas experience.
Oh,
I know you have multiple times.
I'm too old for it now.
I think you can shake the dust off.
I don't think so, bro.
I think you can shake
I'll end
the
up in
dust
the
off.
hospital. Yeah.
It wouldn't be that bad.
I could do, no, man. I can't do it.
One day.
No.
We do one day.
No.
One day to break DJ in. You gotta pop my cherry.
I don't like it. I'm not gay.
I'm not gay no more.
Leave me alone.
I'm delivered.
I am delivered.
I don't know why people listen. I'm sorry, guys.
Bro, I don't know why people listen to us either. Half the time I'm like, why aren't we number one in the world? The other half I'm like, I get it.
I get it. We're delivered. I got it. I got it. Well,
they listen to us because they feel sorry for us.
So it is.
Yeah.
Just a black dude, white dude trying to get along.
Trying to do some good stuff.
Solve the world's problems.
Trying to make our way up in the world.
That's right. That's right. Well, yeah, thumbs up for that then. Cool.
All right. Well, that's our special Saturday CTI.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.